What's going on, everybody? This is LSB with Lights Sports Breakdown. NFL Playoffs Divisional Round Day 2. We got through the two matchups yesterday, and now we're moving on to the last two matchups of this Divisional Round weekend. And next weekend is the championship NFC, AFC games, and then it's on to the Super Bowl. So let's get down to business and talk about these two matchups on this football Sunday. The first matchups of this divisional round, day 2, is going to be between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, that doesn't sound right. It's the matchup we all expected it to be, but it's not. The matchup is between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Kansas City benefited off a first-round bye, and Patrick Mahomes studied the matchup between the Browns and the Steelers and has a notebook full of strategies and a game plan for their upcoming opponent, the Cleveland Browns. And the Browns defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers in the wild card game 48-37. And they ended up winning that game and put pressure on the Steelers' offense and forced Big Ben Roethlisberger to throw 4 interceptions in that game. And we kind of had a feeling that it was going to be a long night for the Pittsburgh offense because on the first play, they had a bad snap and Cleveland recovered it in the end zone, and that was just foretelling on what the game was going to be, and it was an uphill battle for Pittsburgh. But Baker Mayfield went crazy, finished the game with 264 yards, 3 touchdowns, and despite the loss, Big Ben finished the game with 501 yards, 4 touchdowns, and like I previously said, 4 interceptions. So it was a sad end to the Pittsburgh Steelers season, but the Cleveland Browns ended up advancing. Juju Smith-Schuster talked about how the Browns are the Browns, kind of added fuel to the fire, and the Browns came out to play, won their first playoff game since 1994, and now they have the hard task of facing the reigning champion Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and they have to find a way to get this done. But Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they had a first-round bye. They're well-rested. And it's going to be interesting because a lot of people assume that the Kansas City Chiefs are the favorite. And rightfully so. Patrick Mahomes is a stud of a quarterback, and he is just a whiz at no matter how down the Chiefs are, he always finds a way to keep them in the game and get the W. So it's going to be a tall task for the Browns, but if the Chiefs underestimate the Browns in this game, they could end up like the Steelers and go home. And it's going to be very exciting to see how the Browns offense handles the Chiefs and vice versa, because the best game plan for the Browns to win this game would be to put a lot of pressure on Patrick Mahomes, force him to make turnovers, and lastly, it sounds simple enough, but it's harder to do, capitalize on all your possessions. Whatever possessions the Browns get, they have to capitalize on it. They have to score points, and they can't have any empty trips to the end zone or no points at all, no field goal, because like I said previously, Patrick Mahomes, regardless of the deficit that he's in, the Chiefs are never out. So if you're the Browns, you want to knock them out early and put up a lot of points because this Chiefs offense can score in bunches, and they finished the season as the best AFC team, rightfully so. So the Browns have an uphill battle, and the Chiefs, they have to face a Browns team that everyone has underestimated, that they're counting them out, and they can't take them lightly because One mistake could be the end of the game, but Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield are going to be facing off in this matchup. And it's going to be exciting to watch because out of the quarterbacks that are left in the AFC, Baker Mayfield is the oldest, and Patrick Mahomes is only less than a year younger than Baker Mayfield, and then it's Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. So the future is bright for these franchise quarterbacks, and it's going to be exciting to see how both these Mahomes and Mayfield react. And a trip to the AFC Championship game is on the line. So let's see how both these teams handle the pressure and if Baker Mayfield can overcome Patrick Mahomes and knock them off. So then we have a new champion this year, possibly. But it hasn't been predetermined yet. That is why I believe the final score of this game is going to be high scoring. It's going to be back and forth. I believe that the Browns are going to have the lead late in the fourth quarter, but I believe that Patrick Mahomes is going to lead the team down to score the game-winning touchdown. And that's why the final score of this game will be 37 Chiefs, 34 Browns. And now Patrick Mahomes will lead the Chiefs to yet another AFC Championship game, their third one in the past 4 years. They obviously lost to the Patriots that 1 year, and now the second time they made it to the Super Bowl and won. Now this would be the third time in 4 years that Patrick Mahomes led them to the AFC Championship game. So this game's going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to watching it, and these two young quarterbacks are going to put on a show, so I anticipate it being high scoring and really intense, and the pressure is going to mount, especially late into the fourth quarter with the game on the line. What quarterback will make the play?